Morning, Eastern Idaho. Welcome to your planning briefing for July 13th, Monday morning. Got a few things to talk about for the upcoming week ahead, including the beginning of our red flag warning for just one zone in south central Idaho for the Twin Falls area in the middle of the Snake Plain. That's in effect from 2 p.m. this afternoon until 9 p.m. We'll have gusty winds and low humidities for that area, in addition to a couple other areas that we'll mention in just a couple seconds here. And then cooler temperatures are forecast for today and tomorrow with a gradual warming trend the rest of the week. No precipitation is really in the forecast, with the exception of just the northeastern portion of our forecast area, which would be the Island Park area early this morning, and that will taper off pretty quickly. And then we'll talk about the chances of precip later in the week. Our early morning satellite view basically shows cloud cover across central and eastern Idaho. And it's not producing precip except for that Island Park area that we mentioned, and then you see some additional cloud cover over Montana, which is producing some precip. So our weather impact overview for the next 5 days here is really highlighting today because of that red flag conditions with the gusty winds and the lower relative humidities across the Magic Valley and the Snake Plain areas. And then we just mentioned the shower activity for early this morning. The next couple of days, though, we don't really have any impacts that we're really concerned about. It might be breezy in the afternoon, but we're not really expecting much impacts because of that wind. By the end of the week, we do have temperatures increasing, which would be into the low 90s at this point, which we'll have to watch to see if it gets much warmer than that. So we did throw in the mention of heat for the Snake Plain and Magic Valley areas, and then the chance for thunderstorms and showers in the South Hills area, Southeast Highlands, and the Eastern Highlands. Red flag warning, again in effect from 2 p.m. this afternoon until 9 p.m. That is zone 425 for you fire weather savvy folks. Wind gusts for this afternoon are expected to increase to about 30 miles an hour for those peak gusts. Again, highlighting those areas that we had the red flag warning in effect for. Those gusts might be reaching toward the INL area and the upper Snake portions as well, but just not quite as extensive as that as this highlighted area. Go back in red. Moving forward, as we go through the evening hours, you actually see the winds still sustained here at the 30-mile-an-hour mark for several areas across that same highlighted red area. So that's why our advisory, or the warning, excuse me, is still in effect until later this evening. Our relative humidities for most of the week are going to be pretty much not unchanged necessarily, but there may be the one thing that is more or less consistent for the next couple of days here, and that's going to be dry. So our areas across the desert and the valleys leading to Chalice, leading to Sun Valley here, you're going to see a couple of areas of single-digit RH values for today. Otherwise, we're looking at 15% and below. So you see this trend today, tomorrow, Wednesday. It hasn't really changed a whole lot. We're still looking at that 15% and below. Thursday, more or less the same. And it looks like I didn't throw in Friday, but you get the trend there. It's going to be dry all week. Our high temperatures today compared to Friday, I just bookended our temperatures for today versus Friday, and then basically gradually increase the temperatures from the left image compared to the right. So we're starting off relatively mild today, 70s and 80s across the board, and then warming up into the 90s by the end of the week. And then looking ahead into the 8 to 14 day outlook, that trend of warmer and drier is going to continue. So we're still in the dry period, and then here we go. We're going into the above normal favored temperature outlook. So to sum up our week here, we have gusty winds and low humidities forecast across much of the Snake River Plain. And, uh, and because of that, we have a red flag warning in effect for Zone 425, which is the Twin Falls area and Middle Snake Plain from 2 to 9 p.m. today. Cooler temperatures for the next few days, but a gradual warming trend is on the way. And really no precip in the forecast for the most part, with the exception of thunderstorms at the end of the week for eastern Idaho. Any questions or concerns with anything we've discussed this morning, you can give us a call, the number provided here, or send us an email, pocatello.weather@noaa.gov, and we will answer your question. Thanks for watching.